The paramedics were there within a few minutes and transported me to Soin Medical Center. After a brief stay in the emergency room, I was admitted to the COVID unit, where my condition continued to regress. When I was first admitted, I was ambulatory and able to walk to the restroom if needed. I was able to make it to a lounge chair where I could sit upright and watch TV. My appetite and ability to eat were still not great. Even though I was on external oxygen, the exertion of eating was still exhausting. I'd managed to get 3 or 4 bites before giving up. My body was in a state of constant change. I was losing mobility at a rapid pace. My lung function was failing. I was confused and having a hard time coping with the rapid decline. To think that just a few days earlier I was running, laughing, and breathing, and now I was confined to a hospital room, tethered to an oxygen hose. By my 3rd day on the unit, I was struggling to make it to the bathroom. My O2 was dropping with the simplest exertion of energy. The 10 to 15 steps it took to get to the bathroom were now causing my O2 to desaturate, desat, so severely that I was close to passing out. It was all I could do to get air into my lungs. To top it off, I was on external oxygen. By the 4th day, I had a portable toilet set up by my bed and needed assistance just to get on it. I was oblivious to the seriousness of my condition. I knew the doctors were doing everything within their power to heal my lungs. Everything was happening so fast. The doctor had been briefing me that the ventilator may be my only option. He said I still had some time, but needed to seriously consider it, sooner versus later. A day or so later, my lead doctor came in and again mentioned the ventilator. However, I was hesitant to even consider it. I told him that the ventilator would be my kiss of death, as I had heard that few survived it. He assured me that they were having good results from the vent. Later, I learned that he wasn't being completely honest, but understand why he said what he did. I recall mentioning this option to my wife. We knew my health was going downhill fast. My only chance at survival was to get on the ventilator before my lungs were too far gone. She agreed. The days had become a blur, so I'm only certain that it was early to mid-January, just a couple of weeks from testing positive. I remember telling the doctors my decision. There was no turning back now. I had accepted that not going on the vent was a sure death. I knew that the ventilator was not a cure for the damage that COVID had caused, but it would help buy time for the treatment team to save me. The ventilator, at least, gave me a chance for survival. Things moved fast once I'd made my decision. Almost immediately, they were prepping me for the ventilator. Diane was by my side the whole time. That is, until a nurse pulled her away. I could see them talking. She came back to me with tears in her eyes. She held my hand and told me she loved me. I knew what was happening. She was telling me goodbye. I later found out that the nurse had told her to say whatever you need to say now. I don't recall much after that. I don't think I was anxious or afraid. I lay there sort of numb, still trying to comprehend everything that was happening. I had no idea of what to expect, or if I would even wake up. I think I had a tear or two in my eyes as I looked at Diane one last time. Then, the nurse stuck the needle in me, and within seconds, I was out. The long sleep of the medically induced coma began.